on the show. Now, you could text us in at any stage with, any sort of school-based mischief that you've had. What are we going to talk about this week? Yeah, so basically this week I've done a few gigs. Did a gig in Bath and Cheltenham, which were really good fun, and one in Whitstable that wasn't so much fun. What have you been up to, John?
I did a gig in Southend, which culminated with me being physically assaulted.
Really?
By a 55-year-old builder.
Well, that smells like a story. What happened?
We'd had a bit of a set to me in this builder, because I'd been on stage 30 seconds, and I saw him look to his wife and do what I'll describe as the coffee beans gesture.
Oh, okay, nice.
And I said, that's, doing that very early, what's the matter? And he said, in a Cockney accent, I just don't like you, mate.
Right.
And that set things on a bad bent, because I'm tired of people not liking me. And sometimes your head goes, oh, well, I'll work to impress you. And sometimes your head goes, well, I'm glad you don't like me. Yeah. And here's several reasons to hate me even more. So we had a bit of a set.
You didn't do your winky dance, did you?
I didn't do my winky dance, no, it was cold. And I hadn't got the right boxes on.
Yeah.
But just the gig went on and I didn't really like him, and I kept referring to the fact that I didn't like him. Yep. No, that he didn't like me, actually. I was quite nice at first, because he said he was a builder, and I said, I'm quite jealous of you, because I wish I could make stuff. Because comedy's very transient, and even if it goes well, there's nothing to look at. And then he just didn't take the bait, and then I went up in the third section, and I said, how are we getting on, Fred? Are we buddies yet? And everyone else on his
Was his name Fred? Or
his name was Fred.
I thought you'd given that, because that's the name you thought a builder would have.
That was another thing I tried to do to like him. I said, what's your name? And he went, Fred. I went, I like you even more. It's a good name for it. Still wasn't having it. Anyway, I went on to the third section and said, are we mates yet? And everyone else on his table laughed. So they clearly, during the interval, he just spent the interval telling them that he still hated my face. So then I went to go to the dressing room after the gig. I'd done the wrap-up. Cheers, guys. Hope to see you again soon. Southampton's not as bad as I thought. I had it down as a whole, but it turns out you're all right. And then he sort of charged towards me with his chest out and his teeth glaring, and he said a word that I'm not going to repeat in polite company, over and over again into my face. He said, I still think you're a
sausage.
Sausage.
So let's just substitute with the word sausage. So he's...
All right, I still think you're a
sausage.
Sausage. Sausage, and he was sort of rutting against me with his chest. I'm pleased to say, I think he thought I'd go down. I think he thought I was weak, but I work out, and he didn't go anywhere.
You do not work out, that's simply not true.
I work out.
Where do you work out?
My calculator.
Nice. Yeah,
I do press-ups in my room.
You wrote the word boobless in your pants, that's it.
But, it was just one of those...
So hang on, so that's how he attacked you with his chest?
He sort of bore his chest like
surprisingly erotic.
rotting stags with their horns when they bash heads, but with his massive cardiac arrest expecting barrel chest. So if you're listening, Fred...
Yeah. Let's be honest, he probably isn't.
No.
But that's fine. But, that's the opening story. Sam, what
when it's